Yeah, so before I came back to the farm, I was actually a chemical engineer originally. I spent probably about 12 to 13 years overseas doing different types of engineering work for the likes of BHP Billiton, then went on to Oxford, did my MBA, which enabled me to transition into corporate agribusiness. So I was working for Syngenta in Switzerland, then came back to Australia and worked for the World Bank, and then Rabobank as a beef analyst, talking proteins across the world, and then finished it as a continuous improvement. I'm sorry. I was trying really hard. I think a lot of people queried why I returned to the farm, but it was something that I'd always planned on doing and always really wanted to do. It was just a matter or a question of when that was going to happen. But yeah, no, a few people probably still query why you didn't just continue on the corporate sort of path. But for me, yeah, there's no questions, there's no doubt at all. This is where I'm meant to be. So naming the business was a lot of fun. Coming up with Just Been Laid it just seemed so obvious because that's what we're selling. We're selling super duper fresh eggs. But yeah, no, there were a couple of eyebrows being raised. Mostly Mum. I think it took her 3 or 4 weeks to firstly realise that there were 2 meanings to the name. And I'm fairly confident she still doesn't tell people that that's the name of my business. So we did quite a bit of research when we were choosing which breed of chook to have here on the farm, and we've actually had 3 different breeds over the course of the last 3 years. But we've settled with a breed called Highline. They're magical birds. They have this knack of being assertive enough to find the next box to lay an egg without having to be taught. They're not particularly submissive, but equally they're submissive enough to not be aggressive towards each other. So we find them to be the right balance, and yeah, just beautiful birds. Yeah, I think I was a little naive when we first kicked off the egg business as to how much work is actually involved. I don't want to say it's 24/7, I mean that would be a lie, but it's like dairy farming. We grew up with a father who was a dairy farmer, so he was constantly farming, and that's definitely what it's like with pasture-raised chooks. Whether it be moving chickens onto fresh pasture, collecting eggs, grading eggs, packing eggs, taking eggs to the farmer's market, or getting eggs ready for our subscription business. There's always something there, but it sounds weird, like I don't want to say it in a way where I'd be complaining about it. I actually enjoy the intensity of it, but it certainly wasn't something that I think I expected. I first started playing cricket probably as about a 6-year-old in the backyard. My dad was a super keen cricketer, right arm off spinner, left hand bat, and it was a bit hard not to get involved in a bit of backyard cricket every now and again.